Mickey and Pluto Go Camping is the 16th episode of the first season of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus, and as always there will be spoilers from now as I go through the episode and share some thoughts. As always, I watch these to see how educational they are, and there are quite a few opportunities for learning here. This one's also a little bit different because for the bulk of the episode it's just Mickey and Pluto, but it works well. It starts off establishing that Mickey is going camping with Pluto, and he gets some mouse tools. We have a whistle, some pink ribbons, 2 giant spoons, and of course the mystery mouse capal. And everybody helps him pack the car, including Little Helper, which I thought was a really nice way to bring the characters into it. And then Mickey and Pluto go off in the car, they're singing a song, and then there's a fallen tree. And they use Mystery Mouse Capal Lumberjack Hilda to pull away the tree. And then they're looking at signs to work out the road that they need to go down. And we have some opportunities for learning about colours and shapes, as we have yellow diamonds and blue triangles and yellow squares. And there's a bit of interaction there as Mickey asks the viewer to look out for the yellow diamond, which I thought was really great. Anything that encourages children to observe their surroundings, to look at signs, to become more familiar with following directions, I think is really great. And then, of course, on top of that, we have education about colours and shapes as well. We then use the ribbons to tie down the tent. The tent looks great. I love the animation for it. I think the colour is great. Definitely looks really eye-catching. And then they go in a boat and use the giant spoons to row the boat, which is fair enough. And then sometime later, Mickey wants to call for Pluto, who's off doing his own thing, and he uses the whistle to call for Pluto. And then they need to go inside the tent because it's raining. And the rain is beautiful. It is so lovely. I love seeing it. It is so atmospheric. And I have never been camping. I don't want to go camping. Well, I feel like I should experience it at least once in my life. But in general, I don't have any interest in it. But I love the idea of being wrapped up cozy in a sleeping bag, in a tent, while it's raining on the outside. I just think it seems so glorious. Maybe in reality I wouldn't like it as much, but certainly I rather enjoy the concept, and it seemed so cozy in this episode as well. And then they are able to spend some time outdoors again at night, and Mickey plays the harmonica, and it's a really lovely scene. And then they go to sleep, and then wake up the following morning, and everybody's there. They'd driven with the camper to spend time with Mickey and Pluto because they missed them so much. I get what they're getting at. That's very sweet. But at the same time, it's a bit unacceptable because this was meant to be a bonding trip between Mickey and Pluto. It was just for the two of them. And then everybody else shows up. And now it's no longer just about Mickey and Pluto. And maybe Pluto was really lucky to just have some one-on-one alone time with Mickey, and now that's been ruined. Obviously, I'm not getting that impression from the characters. Mickey and Pluto were really happy to see everybody. But in reality, if I was having one-on-one bonding time with somebody, and then a bunch of people showed up, I'd be a little bit irritated. So that was my first thought when that happened. Maybe that says more about me than anything else. But obviously, their intentions were very good. And everybody's really happy. And it is strange to have only 2 characters for the bulk of the episode. But it does work really well. And obviously, seeing Mickey and Pluto together is really sweet. And they're absolutely adorable. The animation is really nice. The mouse tools are quite creative. And we have some nice opportunities for learning as well. And of course, if any young viewers are going camping and they've never been camping, they're not familiar with it, it can give them a bit of an introduction to that as well. Mickey and Pluto Go Camping is a little bit different and ultimately a pretty decent, definitely quite educational episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus.